Or anonymous.
Thank you.
My name is Aaron. I'm a grateful member of many anonymouses, and this is Cocaine Anonymous. First, I want to thank Jenny, and I want to thank Nick. I always get a laugh at having the experience of watching them grow. But first, I want to back up a little bit, and I want to thank the Creator. I want to thank my ancestors for allowing us to have a space where we can come and be ourselves. I liken any room where we can get together as a room where we can come and get our shit together, sometimes for the first time in our life. But I want to go back to thanking Nick and Jenny. Jenny, thank you for having conversation and having me laugh the other day, and Nick having me laugh. It's no greater joy. I remember I'm finna tell on Nick, right? Nick come to me talking about start a meeting, I want to start a meeting, I want to start a meeting. But what I enjoy about Nick, if you listen long enough, he'll tell you, but I don't know how. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna get Jenny, right? And I remember when they started this meeting, and Jenny had a family matter to attend to. I'm talking to Nick, and Nick said, God damn it, Aaron, that damn Jenny, she know I don't know the rest. It's a joy when we, as adults, have somebody to tell when we feel vulnerable. And then Nick said, I forget the other lady. She ain't here now. Well, I'm gonna see if she come, right? I forget her name, right? And she came. And the beauty is, if y'all don't know Nick could throw a nutty on our ass in a minute, right? He like us 1 minute, next minute, fuck us, right? And while Nick was in, oh, she trying to take control. I had to tell Nick, nope, you asked her to come, right? To support you and Jenny. And, being able to be a part of that and see that, yeah, back. Yeah. It's an honor. And I hope those of y'all that's here, I see an Amber, an Angie, grip, Gabriella, a Ginger, who else I see here? A Lindsay and David and Tracy and Lisa. I hope you all find a place inside yourself where you choose to fit in. And I remember when I met Jenny, forgive me for this long introduction, right? I'm gonna go. Let me do with Nick first. I remember when I met Nick, right? My sponsor called me and say, come to this meeting. I'm not gonna mention that meeting because they tripping on the traditions talking about kicking somebody out for life. And I came and it was Nick. And I love going in breakout rooms. I love listening. And Nick was in the breakout room. And the reason they wanted him out is because a lot of those people, they wasn't through drinking and using. And Nick, he had a pot, y'all. Let me tell y'all, that nigga had a pot and he was cooking him up some shit, right? And he was taking full pulls. And so I say to Nick, I say, hey, you must be through smoking. And he say, why? I say, because all that smoke you blew out, if that was me, I'd be talking about. And he told me and my sponsor, y'all can see we different colors, right? He said, y'all ain't welcome here. Get out of here, right? And we told him, no, we can't leave. You made us responsible. You made us responsible. You know, we gave him our meeting ID. We welcomed him. And then we laughed with him and told him, we ain't never seen nobody getting high in the meeting. But then came Nick. And we told him the truth. You may know the big book bigger than us. So we was able to get him to go to his big book. And now I need to let y'all know, like Dr. Bob, when Bill was talking to him, Nick was the same. Nick was, he was in under the influence. And we still talk with him. And he went through the third step prayer. And we watch him continue to try and try and try, and he keep trying. See, the big book is a win-win situation, yo. The big book is a win-win situation. The information is a win-win situation. It said 50% got it who really tried the first time. Well, I need to let y'all know, y'all might be like me. I ain't amongst the first triers. But then it said 25% got it after having some experiences. But it has even better news. It said in the other 25%, Natalie, continue to make progress. And what it guides me to is to be available, y'all, to celebrate each other's wins. Always remember, nothing gets big just out of the back. It starts small, right? Now, Jenny, I remember when Jenny came in, and finally I was taking people through the steps. So I like using the short version. I mean, back to basics version first, because it gives us some kind of understanding of what to expect. And anybody I ever take through the steps, at this particular meeting, I had to tell them, I say, there is an Aaron campaign going on. I hope you don't get caught up in it. Right. And I couldn't tell them because it's something you literally have to experience. And I'm glad people don't have to experience it no more. Right? And sure enough, she had to go through it. And so did many, many others. And I need to tell y'all, a couple of years ago, I think it was last year or whenever, I was at a CA convention out here in California. And this particular group had made a decision that they wanted me to go to every website and take down every one of my recordings, anything dealing with recovery and and of course, I know what my purpose is. And so I say, well, I'm gonna leave them alone. But I share with people, I say, listen, I'm only talking about step one, y'all, if y'all can understand where I'm at. If not, I'm only talking about step one. I say, when I leave them alone, and I encourage Nick, but Nick like to nag people. I say, Nick, stop going over there. But Nick will go over there in a minute. And he know how to piss people off. He'll log into their meeting and he'll say something like, yeah, I'm on the phone with my friend Aaron G, because he know they don't like me. Nick can be an antagonist at times, but it's all in understanding that I have to be honest. And everybody I had worked with on that particular meeting, I told them there is an Aaron campaign and you might get caught up in it. Right? I made sure I let each one of them know. And the beauty about letting them know, do you know how many of, I'm going to say y'all because Jenny one of them, that it has been an honor to watch them help you grow up some more. Because that's what this is all about. I have a thing to say. I wouldn't care how bad a person did you in your, according to our perception, because the big book tells me, Aaron, why don't you apply these principles to your point of view? Because see, my point of view, right? Hey, Nick, I hope you hear me. Jenny, I hope you hear me. Andy, I hope you hear me. Natalie and everybody on the call, I hope you hear me. My point of view will cause me to have a bad relationship with you. Notice, it ain't you. It's my point of view. My point of view will have me where I won't be able to make a living. My point of view, see, I'm only talking about unmanageability that dwells within us. I'm going to keep it on me. That dwells within me. I hope you find out why you're here. The big book talks about an unmanageability that is present before we act out. Let's say for Nick, a pretty girl come along, God forbid any one of y'all, don't be playing with Nick and tell him, ooh, you handsome. You immediately his girlfriend. Because he gonna believe you. However, we can turn around and tell you, ooh, you so attractive. And then what happened if your self-talk say you not, then that's your point of view. I'm glad you all have created a safe space. Thank God to Jenny and Nick, because they just wanted something different. They wanted a space where they could just take others through the work. They wanted a space to where they can show others that they too want to be loved, appreciated, they want to belong and be a part of. That's how this meeting started. And every now and then you got some stragglers from that other meeting that'll come and be disruptive. That's okay. Let them be disruptive. Right? And do your best not to follow them. Be good to yourself. Now let me talk about these principles that they ask us to learn and then learn to live. Because we are in a program of action. Did you know that if you look up the word love, it's a verb? It's an action. So I say that because whether y'all know it or not, indirectly, Nick and Jenny created a space of love. Because it's an action. Love is an action. It's a verb. And we can come over here and we can be, to the best of our abilities, good to ourselves and to our fellow mates. I like to get back to this principle called honesty. I like it, but I need to be honest with you. It hurts sometimes. When I take people through the work and we get to step 4, where we're doing an inventory. The beautiful thing about inventory, whether you guys know it or not, every day of our life we inventory. Whether we lying, cheating, stealing, conniving, putting shit off, that's an inventory. But I like how they said, Aaron, we're going to deal with resentments first because it is the number one offender. So I used to be mad at my mom. I used to be mad at my brothers because my mom and my brother seemed like they had a bright ass idea when I was 9 years old. But I'm so glad that somebody was here before me, because when I had them on my list, why you mad? Because they let me start selling drugs at the age of 9. They gave me a pistol and I used it at the age of 9. Didn't they know better? Now watch this, Jenny. Watch this, Nick. Watch this, Natalie. Watch this, Angie. Look, now I'm old, right? I'm older. Now here's the part I play. I'm older, and I'm still picking up drugs and pistols. But they ain't got shit to do with them. Right? So now I see the part I play, and then y'all ask me some crazy questions. Matter of fact, you asked me 7 of them. I'm sitting down with Nick and Jenny, and they say, well, Aaron, what part you play? Y'all know the automatic response of a dope fiend. I ain't play no part. Wait, hold up. You mad at mom and your brother, right? Yeah. At what age was that? 9. How old is you? 60. So you still holding on that shit? Yeah. For how long? 51 years. Okay, that's the part you play, motherfucker. I don't want to be in a relationship with you because you hold on to shit too long. But it wasn't until they got to the part I played, right? No, not the part I played, but the how it affected me. So, Aaron, how does holding on to that stuff affect your self-esteem? Well, I'm still operating off a child's mentality. That's why that other group to heal the child is real important. You know, all of us, no matter where we at, we used to say something like, me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I. Well, I figured out who me and myself is, right? Me is that child. Myself is that adolescent. I is my fucking ego that keeps saying, don't let it go. You know what I mean? The ego in me said, I'll show them. And it do make sense what y'all told me. Nick and Jenny told me, Aaron, does it make sense that you actually think in your brain when you tell me, I'll show you that you finna drink and use the poison? And do you think it's gonna hurt me? It's gonna hurt me emotionally to watch you fuck yourself up, right? But not the physical effect as, we looking at you saying, boy, if he don't stop. Kind of like Nick sometime. And Nick's over in the motherfucker. We'll be like, oh, I gotta block him for a while. You know what I mean? And so, step 2, after I see how my life has been affected, y'all ask me that simple question like, what can you do different? Now I begin to tell the truth more, right? About what I suffer from. And I suffer from this incurable thing called unmanageability. If you be a real addict like me, you might have what I got. And do you know what I got? I got a disease called all of a sudden. Look, all of a sudden, I'm back messing with that toxic stuff. All of a sudden. Uh, uh, I ignore, as Nick and Jenny was talking about in the beginning of the meeting, I ignore them check engine signs till now the check engine light just stay on. Ooh, let me tell you, boy, my check engine light didn't come on the other day, Jenny. That motherfucker showed up and my back just locked up. And I couldn't even laugh like I'm laughing now. It hurted. I mean, it hurted. I'm like pain level 22. All right. But then I accepted the fact that I have a degenerative back disorder. And my head says, shit, I need to go to the hospital so I can see. Anything crack up in there? And look, my head was gone, boy. And I said, no, I'm gonna take these painkillers. I even missed out. I was in so much pain. The next morning, my wife was like, you doing any better? Because I came to massage your back, put some medicine on your back. And I wanted to laugh. Damn, I missed out. I was in pain. I got in one position and didn't move. See, I'm talking about step 2 now. There was still hope because y'all told me that when you don't know what to do, don't do nothing. So when that pain came, I like to move around, but I didn't. See, I didn't because I remember y'all telling me to come up with an ideal of a power greater than me. And as I sat in that bed, Ginger, as I sat in that bed, I say another chance. See, because that's one of my ideals of a power greater than me, creator, pops, right? I say, do with me as you will. Relieve me of me. Because for that moment, I had to endure that pain. And I didn't mind enduring it. I did not mind reflecting on some of those things that I've done to me. If you be new, if you be old, if you be in between, I can only ask you to consider dancing with somebody. You ain't got to dance with everybody, but dance with somebody. So when we have to do what the big book calls the fifth step, see, the big book tells us, it don't say the word sponsor, but it tells us the type of people, Nick, to hang out with. It says something like an understanding friend, right? It says something like a closed-mouthed individual, right? It says something like a pastor or a priest, a husband or a wife. It gives clear-cut instruction. Why? Because this is a life and death errand. Our halo is on the line. When we woke, and as Jenny was sharing with us, sometimes even in our sleep, our halo is on the line. And the good thing about it, ain't no breaks. So if you think you're going to miss something, don't miss putting your seatbelt on because this road get a little rocky. This road get a little rocky, man. It gets rocky. But I can tell you that you guys taught me that I'm enough. Y'all taught me that if I use these principles in my life, then I will have something to combat the personalities within me. See, it's those personalities within me that bring about unmanageability. See, the book tells me to make 3 decisions, step 1, 2, and 3. And that decision in step 2 is to come up with an ideal of a power that'll sustain me, that'll empower me. And 3, I call on that power and it tells me what to do immediately afterwards. It says, continue, right? Don't wait. Get right into the inventory. So step 1, 2, and 3 is about the power. The inventory is the beginning of action. Then there's more action after that action because now I need to tell somebody. I done told the power about the exact nature of my wrongs, but now I need to tell somebody. I need to be accountable to somebody, keyword body, human being. Then in 6, I get ready to go back to that power because in the 3rd step prayer, right, it wasn't a period on it. So in step 7, where there is a period, I turn it over. All of it, all of what I discovered and uncovered, and I'm ready to discard it, give it to this power. Because I asked this power, look, relieve me of the bondage of me. Take away my difficulties. I found them difficulties in step 4. Let me bear witness to your power. Then I write another list. But this time, this particular list is different than the first one because in my step 8 list, I'm writing down the types of amends. No, I'm not finna go to Nick and tell Nick, man, I was with your girl. I'm not doing it. I love my life. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. Somebody else might do that shit, but I ain't doing it. Why? Because the instructions is I'm going to make amends wherever possible, except when to do so will injure them or others. An amend shouldn't be something that's going to cause harm. It should be a relief. See, in step 8, I'm looking at the types of amends. Some are going to be direct, face to face. Some I ain't even supposed to even go fuck with them people no more. They become a living amend. Some are going to be letters. Some going to be graveside. Some going to be financial. Then here come that word continue again. I'm in step 10 after I've made all my amends, except when the do so would injure them or others. Here come that word continue again. Continue to do what? 4 through 9. Because in 10, when something crop up, I go to the power and ask the power to forgive me and to remove this. Because I understand I got unmanageability that lives in me. After I ask the power to relieve me, I don't call Karen, I don't call Jenny, I don't call Nick, I don't call Natalie, I don't call Angie. I call the power, right? Hey, Pops, come on, man. I done did it again. I didn't piss Nick off again. I didn't mean that, man. Help me out. I need help. I need you to talk to his heart, not talk to my heart, man. We didn't block each other again. All right. And after I get through dealing with Pops, he tell me, go talk to somebody. That's why you got to dance with somebody, y'all. Go talk to somebody wholeheartedly. Not that bullshit where we be hiding and beating around the fucking bush. Wholeheartedly. Because I'm looking for something. I'm looking for in this conversation. Did I offend Nick? Did I offend Karen? Did I offend Ginger? Did I offend Lucy? Did I offend Natalie? Did I offend? Because now I'm not going to wait 51 years to make an amends. The instructions is to make an amends promptly. So I need to be able to listen to someone. Plus, I'm being disciplined. It says only God can discipline us because we're undisciplined people. I need God to discipline me. And he finna discipline me with step 1, with honesty, because if Natalie care anything about me, Nick care anything about me, they gonna tell me the truth. Wait, if I was in them shoes, I would be offended like a motherfucker. You sarcastic ass, such and such. Sarcasm is a harm. At least in my list it was. Right? Then after I received that information, I have to act on it. In the instructions after acting on it, making the amends promptly, it said go work with somebody. It said go work with somebody. Why? Because immunity is found in the 12th step. What makes us good therapists and counselors is we've been through this shit. Now, before I go to sleep, the instructions in 10 is to review my day. And as I'm reviewing my day, I get to go into step 11, right? Into prayer and meditation, asking only for his knowledge and the power to carry it out, not the personality, Nick. Not the personality, Angie. Not the personality, Ginger. But the power. See, I need this power to stay away from that fix-it drug appeal. Now, let's put some people and places inside of the fix-it drug appeal. I need some power to stay away from that toxic man or woman. I need some power to say no. I need some power to say, not today. I need power. Because somehow, if you're a real addict like me, something happened to my willpower. You talking about willpower shit. Is that Aaron coming off the liquor barn? Shit. Is that the dope man dropping him off one? Probably when I'm in willpower. Because my will tell me, don't tell nobody. You can do it. My willpower tell me shit like, celebrate. You earned it. This way of life is not no damn academic exercise. It's not an academic exercise. This is not a class. My life is on the line. 17 and a half years later, my life's still on the line. So if you be new, welcome. If you be old or in between, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. If I can ask you to consider something, consider that you are actually enough. Consider that you are actually worthy. Consider that the love you've been looking for, you've been walking it around all alone. Consider becoming comfortable in your own skin. Consider appreciating every little win that you have. Consider appreciating you just the way you is. I'm just asking you to consider it. Because I'm real clear that when I see something as a big deal, I'm learning to see that it started small. I'm about to take up crocheting and knitting and some kind of art, right? You know, I've been like a kid. I go to the 99-cent store, buy me a color book and crayons. They call that shit art therapy. I should have been doing it for a long time. Huh? So find those little things that matter. And remember to keep doing it. Now I'm finna switch to real before I close the mental health. Mental health shouldn't be no taboo, because I know y'all should know by now that we got psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists running the world. So how in the hell we not affected? Come on, y'all. As one of my friends say, come on, somebody. Right? So I'm going to be the first to confess. You know what I mean? I got mental, now watch what I'm about to say, y'all. I got mental illnesses. So when one of them pop up, you know how you help me out? If I'm any around you, Jenny, if I'm around you, Angie, Nick, Natalie, and whoever else on the line, Ginger, just look at me and say, Aaron, you having an episode? so I could get into step one and say, yeah, I think so. And what I can tell you about mental illness is as we get better, we will do something together. We'll laugh at each other. You know, I have a gentleman that he wanted to get out of the mafia, y'all. He didn't want to gangbang, sell drugs no more. You know what God did for him? He gave him a heart attack. He gave him a brain aneurysm. He locked him down for about, I think he said 2 weeks. And they said meningitis in the brain, said he wasn't going to be able to walk, Nick, and all that. Man, that man is walking around screaming from the mountaintop that there is a God and it ain't him. So I got a question for y'all as I close. Are you willing to follow some simple instructions that will, when you hear the word will in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a promise. Change your life beyond your imagination. My name is Aaron, and I'm just a grateful member of Cocaine Anonymous. Again, I want to thank Nick. I want to thank Jenny for demonstrating love by starting this meeting. I want to thank those of y'all who are continuing to keep this meeting going. I appreciate you. Know that you matter. Know that you are enough. Know that you're loved, and know that you belong. My name is Aaron, and I'm just a grateful member of Cocaine Anonymous. Thank y'all for letting me share.